It is the 17th of February when I make this video. Just on Monday, the 14th of February, as I just disembarked from my car, going to work, I started walking down a street, got into a pavement, and then as I was walking, I saw a woman sitting down on the cold hard floor. I passed by, but then right at the corner of my eye, I thought I saw a baby lying close to her. I went back, I turned, and I couldn't believe my eyes. There she was, seated on the floor, on the cold hard pavement, with the child. The child was asleep. I asked her, "How old is your child?" And she said 4. At first I didn't know whether she was saying 4 months or 4 years. So I gave her the dollar that was in my hand. I started walking to work. And I started asking myself so many questions, tears streaming down my eyes. How is it possible? How is it that a mother ends up in the street with a child? How does that happen in our society? How is it possible for us to have that in our society? I started walking down and wondering and asking myself so many questions. In my head, I was like, that could be me with my baby. That could be me with my 6-year-old. So the following day, I passed by again and I left a blanket and bread and milk for the child. But I knew in my head as I was walking that that wasn't the solution, that I needed a bigger solution, that as society, starting with me, I needed to do something. It was driving me as I had so many problems. And I was just thinking, all my problems suddenly became just nothing. They were so insignificant compared to the fact that you can find yourself in the street, sleeping on the hard, cold floor with barely nothing to cover you, barely a blanket, barely a piece of cloth, because what she had covering her baby was just barely a piece of cloth, very light. And I asked myself how it was possible that in our society we could have that, how it was possible that I could be in the same situation. That's why right now my drive, my mission is to get not only as many blankets as I can, not only food that we can give to these mothers, because those are just one example of a woman with a baby in the street. Because just this morning again, as I was passing by again, I saw another woman. This one didn't have a baby, but she was just sitting there, lying again on the cold hard floor in the street. So I knew it. The instant I saw her, that there are so many other women who are in the street. I just need to go one after another in the streets looking for them. But what is the solution? I know